In New York City is day 3 of the PPL City Cup Finals, and the energy is off the charts. The road to victory is heating up, and now it's time to present the last 2 teams of the night. Let's welcome with a big round of applause to New York Atlantics, Andrea Ustero, Delphi Brea, Lucas Campagnolo, Federico Chingotto. Now from the Miami Padel Club, Marta Talavan, Sanchez, John Sanz, and the incredible Agustin Tapia. The stage is set for paddle greatness. Let the game begin, and let's give a big round of applause to the warriors walking into the arena.
Well, hello everyone. On our opening day, we had East against West when New York took on the New York Atlantics, took on the Los Angeles Beat. Well, it's North against South now as they take on the Miami Padel Club. Both teams qualified for tomorrow's semi-finals, but this will decide who plays who in the semis. The winner of this tie will play the Toronto Polar Bears. The loser has the daunting task of the
task, definitely, Paul.
Florida Goats. I think I'd rather play a polar bear. It's not usual. I'd rather face a polar bear than a goat.
Yeah, in a fist fight. Well, these guys here, I mean, it's been brilliant. I mean, we've enjoyed this experience from day 1. This is day 3. Still 2 more days to go. This is the last day of group games, and what a way to sign off on day 3. The final group match pitting Miami Padel against the team playing at home. They're from New York Atlantics, and just look at the names we have out there now. Tamara Icardo is playing her first game, which means that Delphi Brea moves to the other side of the court, where she's more comfortable. They are up against Sanchez, world #1, Marta Talavan, who has been excellent alongside Adi. I can't wait for this first game to start, and later the men's doubles, I'm sure, will be just as exciting. I mean, looking at the lineup here, and by the way, if you like these players, you will get to see them again in the semi-final. Why? Because both teams will be there. But, like Paul was saying earlier, if you finish second, on paper, you get a tougher semi-final tie if you top the group. On paper, an easier path to Saturday's final.
It's all relative. Easy, not easy. Very difficult. Delphi Brea, we think she's going to swap sides. She wasn't very happy playing on the left yesterday.
You can see there were moments when, not comfortable.
So she'll be playing with Tamara Icardo, who obviously is from Valencia, a city that's obviously suffered some horrific effects of flooding, climate change over the last month. So we send a big hug to everybody from the Valencia area. Another solid player, Tamara, another one who's going to be a little bit like Marta Talavan with Ari Sanchez, not making mistakes, trying to just keep that ball alive.
Well, look at Talavan. I mean, she's consistent, Spanish, likes to play drive, and I think she has adapted to how Adi plays. And Adi Sanchez said in the post-game interview, they've won their games, that she has really enjoyed the experience of playing alongside her teammate here for Miami, Marta Talavan. There we have the player from Tarragona, Reus Catalunya in Spain, the world #1.
Completely different.
Tough cookie.
Completely different partner to the one she has usually in the regular season. Paula Dynamite, as we call her, who is, I would say, pretty close to being like Aranza Suosoro, but at the end of the big hitter. That's how things are at the moment. Both teams with 6 points, so literally whoever wins this one would go finish top.
Houston Volts, congratulations early this morning. They picked up their first 3 points to finish third. Los Angeles beat, finishing bottom, but still good that they qualified here. Not easy to make the cut. They did. 2 teams fell by the wayside. Now 4 teams remain. Tomorrow we'll find out the 2 finalists, but first we need to find out who's going to meet who in Friday's semis.
Exactly, very evenly matched. Say on paper, a lot of it depends on how things work out. How, if you have a good day, a bad day, an indifferent day. And after that, another one that I think is really hard to call. Fede Cingotto, Lucas Campagnolo, Lucas Campagnolo. If I can get my mouth around it, against Gustapia and John Santh.
Well, Campagnolo, excellent. I mean, a big fan. Cingotto, we've seen here, has been getting the biggest cheers during this event here in New York. Good attendance, good crowd, very vocal in the previous series. A few people have just popped upstairs here at the back to get a quick refreshment. They'll be back here to watch what I think is the biggest, best matchup of the group stage.
Yeah, and I mean, which could even be a warm-up for the final. If these teams obviously are going to play different rivals in the semis, they could then meet up again on Saturday. The final at 7 p.m. Remember, 2 semis, 4 p.m. scheduled for 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Our 4 p.m. start will certainly be at 4 p.m. 7 p.m. of course will depend a little bit on how that first one goes, but it won't be earlier than 7 p.m.
Yeah, we're just seeing that this one is starting with a minor delay. Well, just 15 minutes. It's, I mean, could have been longer had that earlier doubles game, 7-6, 7-6. Stupidineno in 2 sets. Had it gone to a super tie break, well, that would have ended about now, probably. Barona and Coqui Nieto will also be in the semi-final, defending the Toronto Polar Bears, who have finished second. So the winners of this, just remind viewers, the winner of this match, doesn't matter if it's 2-0, 2-1, the winners will finish top of the group.
So I'm just thinking, is my mind playing tricks on me? So we could have Cingotto, Campagnolo against Coqui Nieto and Barahona just 48 hours after they did so in the group.
Yep, I mean, there's going to be group meetings. A lot of players could meet again in the final. Like we said, there's no guarantee that the 2 teams from different groups would make that final. It could be even 2 teams from the same group that could make the final.
A lot of what happens, to put it shortly, depends on what happens here now.
The Dougal Greenhouse here, fitting event for this, the Cities Cup Pro Padel League, bringing the best paddle, the best players to North America. Also being watched worldwide on the live stream in English and in Spanish.
It is indeed, and it's a real pleasure to be here in the Dougal Greenhouse, which has, it has to be said, has got a very solid, very waterproof roof.
Yes,
because Spyware,
yeah.
we've felt at home here.
We've had all 4 seasons since we've been here. Beautiful sunny first opening days, cloudy, bit of rain, and Well, it doesn't matter because we're indoors. I mean, it's a cracking venue. You can play paddle, of course, outdoors. But indoors, there's no wind, no rain. The surface is spectacular. The venue is stunning. The players are now coming out onto the court. Welcome to the final series of the night.
Well, let's see who gets us underway. It's going to be Marta Talavan to serve, Brea to receive. Love, Tamara puts that first return into the net. Something we've commented on time after time after time. The first couple of games in all of these matches do seem to see service breaks, little mistakes, players just warming up into the tie.
Yeah, both men's and women's doubles. We've seen that throughout the City's Cup. Let's see how Delphi partners alongside Tamara. Icardo, 29 years old, spent almost 4 years out with injury. Really good player on the backhand side, has a big hit also. Now she is fully fit, of course, maybe lacking some game time, so perhaps just trying out Tamara here in this game, because it's important, of course, but if they do lose it, they can still, you know, finish top. Mixed doubles, men's doubles. If they don't, they're still in the semi-final. But, you know, Tamara is a very good player, and if she doesn't play, you've got an excellent backup.
I think the main reason is so Delphi can play on the side.
Of course, yeah. That's another benefit from the switch.
She's the highest ranked player. What a great backhand there from Ariana Sanchez. Just to let you know, by the way, Tamara, her usual partner is Claudia Jensen.
Also has been playing here. Claudia.
Won her game today for the Volts.
Two Claudias winning their match as the Volts picked up their first win of the City's Cup.
And that's just gone long. So the first blood goes to Ariana Sanchez and Marta Talavan. Good start. It's going to be Delphi to serve for the New York Atlantics.
Wearing their home kit. The local side, they're wearing white yesterday. They've been switching kits. You can see their opponents wearing white. They also have a wonderful pink strip too.
Love 15. Lovely shot from Ariana Sanchez. I like the green. I like the green top.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan of the also the jersey they are wearing. The Atlantics jersey. Not the most popular colour. I don't know why. There's a saying, isn't it? Green best left in the washing machine, I think.
Really?
Yeah, back home. I mean, I love the colour green. And, well, just checking the bench, and it's busy.
It is indeed.
How many players are on the benches? The whole roster. Everybody who has travelled here is sat watching, and a few players from the previous series are also here in attendance, and even some players from the morning series didn't want to miss this match.
Not quite got our sights adjusted yet. Tamara, Icardo.
We think these players spend a lot of time together, you know, travelling to the same tournament, sometimes staying at the same hotels. Some players stay 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, some the entire tournament. But here, a lot of players have bonded because it's a very special tournament. It's unique, you know, with those mixed doubles, men's doubles, women's doubles. The teams are together. There are more players on the roster as well, not just the ones that take to the court. real family feel. We heard Gonzalo Rubio saying as well, you know, he's kind of like fallen in love with the tournament, and it's a big family.
So they go to love, broken to love there. Pretty effective play from Sanchez and Talavan for the moment. Now Ari Sanchez looking to take her pairing 3-love up. Remember the saying, Eric, you're never more vulnerable than when you've just broken serve.
Yes, be careful. But I think Ari, being at the top of the ranking, she's the player that everybody wants to dethrone, and Paula Jose Maria. I say it's harder to stay at the top and to actually get to the top. I think it's hard to do both.
That they've been at the top for quite a while, though, so...
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing together since 2021. Jose Maria and Ari Sanchez, and well, dominating the world scene for just over 2 seasons. 3 if you include this season.
Lost the first point, though, on her serve. Does well to recover that, just in.
Flies into the net. Tentative rally, the bajada, Ari Sanchez.
Yeah, just under a bit of pressure.
Well, what we are going to see is if Icardo is rusty or not. There's almost 4 months without competition, but we've not seen that yet in this opening set. Perhaps maybe if it does go on to be a long game, she isn't used to playing. You know, the stamina levels aren't the same. Has the shots, has the technique, you never lose that. But the stamina levels, having not competed at the highest level for some time.
Helps that one down really well, Delphi. And, well, what did we say? You're never more vulnerable than when you've just broken service. And that is exactly what happened to Ari Sanchez there. She got broke again.
Lost a couple of server games, I think yesterday too, 2 in total. It's no stranger to being broken here at the Cities Cup.
From Delfina and Tamara. Icardo, those first 3 games often see breaks, but players just not quite getting into the pace of things. I think now it's for Tamara to go out and hold her serve. So, Tamara Icardo to serve.
Bit of fortune.
Took a heck of a kick off the net there, didn't it? Took it actually over.
Oh, fortune Favours the brave, and that was a brave shot to play. That bajada on the backhand side.
Took it over Marta Talavan's head. That's a lovely shot down the line. 15-all.
Really a passing shot. Adi Sanchez.
Looking for the lob there. Delphi covers.
Oh, into the net, Talavan.
No need for that, really. Just clips the net. Just to remind you, if you haven't seen any games here from the Cities Cup, first of all, why haven't you?
Yeah.
But
Shot.
secondly, to remind you that it will be 2 sets, and then it's a super tie-break up to 10 if this is all level. And this is a game that I still think looks really well balanced. 30-all.
Cracking rally again, the movement. Always on their toes, Talavan and Sanchez, also the two players defending. Right now, that's Icardo and Brea.
Moving the ball around nicely. And that's a killer shot.
Excellent backhand. It's one of her favourite shots, Adi Sanchez.
Just in there from Delphi. Oh, just in again.
Just squeezed in there from Adi.
And a lovely winner, 3 games to 1 ahead, just drops it down.
Important now to, well, hang on to their service game. Talavan to serve. Adi Sanchez lost her service game.
Oh, he turns that into the net.
Couldn't clear the net, Icardo.
Just out 15-all, that
Keeping
last
the
one.
line, that serve. Well, Talavan and Sanchez, they're in a good position in this opening set. Now, we've seen all the players get better each and every day they play. So, for Tamara Icardo, she doesn't have that. It's the first time she's playing. Now, I'm sure she'll play better tomorrow if she does play, and if they make the final, even better. But doesn't have that...
the rhythm.
Yeah, that the other players do. You can see that out on court. No fault of her own, of course. Just wasn't able to play. Also just coming back from injury, the Spaniard.
Oh, once again, just beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful shot. We saw that, but the execution. That was almost Steffi Graf. I mean, just that forehand, the top spin, the movement.
Brilliant shot. 40-15.
Steffi Graf for the younger audience. Former German tennis player, world #1. One of the best female tennis players of all time. And that forehand was very Steffi-esque.
Married to Andre Agassi, wasn't she?
Yes.
Or still is, I mean.
Another former #1. American.
So, good 2 games there for Ari Sanchez and Marta Talavan, winning them both.
4-1. Delphi Brea will be serving next. Marta Talavan saying, sorry, just the cross court is still the preferred option when it comes to lobs, but looking to mix their shots. Adi's saying what we're doing is definitely working. We're playing very well. The trainer saying, yes, we are, but be careful. If we can win this game, brilliant. If Brea holds on to her service game, we have to win our service game. There's only one break in it.
Exactly, that's maybe the trick of these things, this scoring sometimes in tennis, isn't it? You think, oh yeah, I got 3 points, but it's actually only 1 break.
Nice. Return it, Marta Talavan.
And well played. Love 30.
Now the trainer has a huge call to make. Should Tamara Icardo maybe struggle, maybe this partnership not quite work, you've got to think ahead to, you have less than 24 hours to the semi-final. Do you stick with these 2 players? Do you perhaps switch Delphi Brea back to the other side and promote Ustero to the starting lineup?
Do you know what I think you have to do? You play your best player in their best position and the other player has to adapt. Just a bit long, that first serve. 30-40.
Still to break points for Talavan and Sanchez. With the lob.
A little bit short. Oh, that's a lovely
An extra
change of
shot
angle.
once more.
I should have finished that one off, I think, Harry.
Brilliant. 5 games to 1.
Ari Sanchez to serve now. Serving for the set. Got broke to love, remember, in her first service game. Or broken to love, perhaps.
Good turn.
Really well there, Marta Talavan. Aggressive there from Tamara Icardo. Still a winner, still to win a point on her serve, Ari Sanchez. Well, lots of points on other people's serves. And there she does. No, sends it long, love 30. Again, that ball tight on the back glass. That one does go out. So first point won by Ari Sanchez on her serve, 15-30. 5-1 to the good in terms of games in this opening set. New York Atlantics against the Miami Padel Club. 30-all. Looks a little bit frustrated there, Delphi. Ah, that's spectacular, that's better, that's what we're used to from Ari Sanchez. Cross court, dips down, unreturnable. So, 2 set points for the Miami Padel Club. That's a lovely, lovely shot from Brea. Came from absolutely nowhere. Whips that around the corner to force a golden point. That's out, second serve. Well controlled by Delphi.
Well, they're flying through this first set, Paul.
Still in. Delphi and Tamara looking to get to the net.
Hooks it up high into the sky. Icardo, very defensive from what we're used to seeing from her.
That should be
bullet winner, and a big celebration over by the Miami Padel Club bench.
6-1. All ready for the start of the second set.
That was lightning quick in just half an hour.
Delphi Brea serving. She's been broken twice. She was broken twice in that first set. Oh, my word, does brilliantly there, though. And that just slides away from Marta Talavan.
Well, I'm sure Delphi and Tamara, they're smiling. I think they know that they will get better. Hopefully they can play better in the second set. And then it's down to the team to decide who takes part in that semi-final.
So my general feeling is you to make the best use of your best player and put them in the favourite position, and why lose their effectiveness?
But maybe Usteda is playing better than Icardo right now, so it's a tough course, a very tough course
exactly,
to make.
But in that case,
luckily it's not going to be made by me or you.
No. But that case, you put Usteda maybe on her weaker side, so Delphi can be on her stronger side. Went a little bit long. Lovely little lob there from Sanchez. And Tamara. So Marta Talavan puts that in a really awkward situation. Impossible to deal with, so all of a sudden it's 30-all again.
Big up and under. Another lob. Icardo. Ari gets it back into play. And Brea rather nonchalantly just pokes it over. Just a little backhand flick. That's such a tough shot. Look how simple, look.
Sometimes when you see how hard players work and struggle to get a smash out.
Yes. And a good win. Good point, good game, good start to the second set.
They needed that, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 6-1. It's tough, but I suppose, like you said, reset, second set. Send this to a super tiebreak. Why not?
I think Delphi's very much a leader, isn't she?
Well, we've seen over the years, you know, as a teenager when she first started, and has blossomed as a player, and will get better. You know, we're seeing some players, you know, peak in their mid-30s. Some players like, you know, you've got Brea, who is 32 and is world number 3. So, got a good 10, 15 years of paddle still left in her, unless she decides to become the next Kata Tenorio, in which case she'll have a good 20 or so years ahead of her. Kata, by the way, if you've not seen her, she was actually in action earlier on match day 1 of this tournament, is 49. Incredible how she played.
Absolutely. It's Marta Talavan serving. Looking to level up this set. Puts that backhand into the net.
Are we starting to see a bit of a shift in power?
Second serve. Served really well up to now, Marta. That's really well played by Delphi Brea.
Right hand volley. Really good. Now there's a skip in their step. A few doubts perhaps. Talavan serving, 15-30 down.
Whoa.
Oh, that was brilliant again. Reading the fake smash, Delphi.
Good anticipation. 15-40, so 3 break points. I'm not sure that was in, but
I thought that was wide, but
they were happy with the return,
yeah.
so you don't say anything.
And the umpire obviously didn't make the call, so play on.
Well,
And it was good that the players played on, because we have seen on a few occasions players kind of stop. There's been no call, you lose the point. Play. If there's no call, play on. Even if you think it's out or in. We saw that with Selinga also with a drop shot, with Victoria Iglesias also earlier today with another shot that she thought was out and was called in.
So, Tamara, Icardo, break to the good.
It's incredible how these players just stand their ground. You'd be tempted to volley step back again, which you can't do, obviously. And there's an excellent shot down low at the feet of Icardo.
Brilliant backhand.
No, that wasn't the shot Adi wanted, and now Adi's starting to make some mistakes too. Obviously because Tamara and Delphi are playing much better than that first set, which was a surprising 6-1. So much expectation ahead of this game, and the first set to end 6-1. I'm sure they'll be looking to bounce back in this second set. They do lead 2-0.
Just in. And that is just a fraction too long, so 30-15. Just clips the net.
Delphi to dominate the net, but
that's
spotted
wonderful.
That movement. Sanchez, Delphi again looking to hover towards the middle there, and left a big gap.
It's just that movement as well. She's just balanced on the other foot, isn't she?
That's it. The weight goes onto the wrong foot, so you just can't pivot back into position you shouldn't have vacated. But then again, you know, earlier she won a point by moving into the centre. You're not going to always get it right. And of course, Adi is world #1. She spotted it on that occasion and hit a very good shot down the line. Contra Pared, that back wall, that shot onto the back wall, very defensive. Flicks up off the racket of Marta Talavan.
Another good rally though, keeping the nerve. It's all smiles now.
Oh,
There it is. 3-love going into the next break. Just the one service break, but it's one of those that looks very good, doesn't it, on paper?
You go back to your bench and you see that you're down 3-0. It is only one service break, but it's one of those ones, if we drop another service game, we're 4-0 down, and they'll be serving for 5-0.
Just stretching there, Ari Sanchez. It's a nice change of angle as well from Tamara Icardo. But it is amazing how fortunes can change so quickly, just from set to set.
Yeah, it's incredible. And it's at the end of the set. You know, at the end of the set, you think, okay, wow. But it's the job, I think, well, of the players, of course, but so important, the role of the teammates on the bench, and there's quite a few of them. The family members behind, but above all, the trainer. The trainer just saying to the players, okay, you know, it's just one set. We win the second set, we're back to square one. And that's why so many of these matches, especially yesterday, went to that super tie break, and the teams that lost the first set won the second set and went on to win the super tie break. Could happen again here.
Ari Sanchez serving. Love 15.
Important to stand your ground at the net if possible. Don't cede the position. It's so tough to get through the legs. Oh, and again, he got another good shot. Oh, what a shame. Just drifted too long.
A round of applause for that moment of acrobatism. Whoa.
Had to jump as well. I mean, the ball actually bounced a lot higher than she'd hoped. She's a tall player as well. So many tricks up her sleeve to Icardo. Really looking forward to returning to full fitness, 100%, competing like she did before she suffered that injury that saw her miss just over almost 4 months of competition. Only just returned from injury, the Spaniard.
So from Valencia, kind of been a particularly easy month for her.
All those flash floods that destroyed a large part of the Levante region of Spain.
So 15:30. Now we're going to see a second service break.
That was a weird volley. It was one of those ones where could just bounce and then take it a bit more time. Volleyed from behind the service line.
Ooh, ow, 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 ow. 30-40.
Stung Marta Talavan. It's one of those ones, if you can just jump out of the way, then perhaps you might get another chance, another bite of the cherry. But no, that was a good smash. That's where you aim at the feet of your opponent.
And it's broken again for love. What a turnaround. 6-1, sorry, 1-6 for love. Delphi to try and make it 5-love. We should put us very quickly on the way for a super tiebreak.
Big lob. Not enough to force Adi Sanchez and Talavan back deep. Kind of feel that they really do need to hold on to this service game. We don't want to give Adi and Marta a way back into the set.
Oh, 15-all, that was a decent way to start holding on to it. (30-15), well played again. Playing really well now is Tamara Icardo.
Cross court. Oh, tracked by Delfina. Well, watched by Delfina.
Nice little touch shot from Adi Sanchez, and well, gets a bit of luck there, Delphi.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Gets it over again, Delphi. Oh, Marta slipped. And almost. Delphi too.
Ran along there, along the net. Let's have a look at this again.
Really good volley.
Just runs along the top of the net, doesn't it, almost?
Excellent shot by Talavan. Hasn't been able to display her best paddle so far in this set. Well, nor has Adi.
And suddenly it's a golden point. She can't understand it either.
It wasn't a tough shot. It's one of those ones where sometimes you get too much time to think about it. Golden point. That's a really decent serve. Good volley.
Ooh, just dips over.
Oh,
Hey.
and they were gifted a point by Adi Sanchez.
And all of a sudden, it is 5 games to love in the second set.
Listening to the coaches, and well, I've been impressed, very impressed by how Delfina needs some help opening that bottle of water.
Can't just say, she seems quite strong, but she's struggling with that bottle.
Sweaty hands, had to use the towel. And Tamara Icardo, well, proving any doubters wrong that yes, she can play, yes, she's okay, and she can start. Because look at the second set, you know, despite spending some time on the sidelines, it's as if she hadn't gone anywhere. Obviously, she's been looking after herself. She said, you know, I've been training, getting back to full fitness. I have played a little, doing my workouts, staying fit. Obviously, you know, that bug of playing, and, you know, sometimes you need a few games just to get back into that rhythm of competition.
So it's going to be Marta Talavan to serve to avoid a whitewash in the second set.
This will be the first 6-love, we've seen.
Something you were commenting on earlier on, how we haven't seen it, but what's so amazing is it follows a 6-1 for the other pair.
Just goes to show that you can't worry too much about the result from a first set. Don't dwell on it, just pick yourself up, dust yourself down, and get back to work, back to basics, or just drifted over the head. It's almost as if Marta thought, it's mine, without jumping,
get that.
And then it just cleared her racket. Catch that cleanly. Marta has allowed the two players from New York to get to the net. And they've been pushed back. Good Sanchez lob. Read that drop shot straight away. Brea.
Just on the wrong side at the moment, but
Well
Marta
played,
couldn't
well
get that
played.
one back.
New York Atlantics. In other tournaments events, you do get plenty of 6-love, 6-love, 6-love.
But in the earlier rounds, normally in the sort of round of 64, maybe the round of 32, when the big seeds come in.
Yes. She felt that too, Paul.
Hey. You got to live it. You got to live it from outside the court. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
That's an excellent shot. Not seen that at all in the second set. They've been pushed back, having to play much of the second set a lot deeper than they would have liked, a lot deeper than in the first set. But just 2 points away, Brea and Icardo from a super tiebreak. Only one player comes forward. Now gets forward, Delphi. They push back. Ari. Yeah,
That's clever.
Delphi chose the wrong point. Should have come earlier. And then you just saw that they were playing catch-up.
Yep.
From the moment that she kind of had to stretch down low to her right.
I'm going to charge you. Oh, and she's hit this fake smash.
Marta should have buried that one. Ooh. Raced out through the gateway.
It's not without its hazards going out on that side. There's a lot more furniture and bags and teammates in the way. And the umpire's chirp. So golden point, which means also a set point.
Insisting with those lobs towards Marta Talavan, avoiding Sanchez, Tamara.
Oh, what a lovely little drop shot, though.
Delicatessen. Well, we still haven't seen a 6-love.
Really lovely, subtle shot there, and I think that replay from the side shows it. As it is, though, it's Tamara Icardo serving for the second set.
The reason we haven't seen a 6-love is because it's more competitive, more even than what you get on other paddle tour events, circuits. Oh, cracking shot. No power needed. Look, the angle. Talavan, didn't need much of a gap.
Beautiful.
Can't really fault the Spaniard.
Beautiful, subtle shot there. There we saw the two sides of Delfina. It's that Vibrain, a bit more venom in that one, in the Viper. Love, so
wow, good service game tomorrow.
4 set points, and looks like we're going to be set for a super tie break. First to 10 points. We are indeed.
Yeah,
wow.
Excellent. A delighted Delphi heads to the bench. We've got a super tie break.
Right, back we go. Super tie break, which is same as a normal tie break, but up to 10 points rather than beyond 6. I think it's a very good idea because it does shorten games. In an intense week, I just think it gives an extra bit of drama.
Also for the players, it's just so good as well, because I think, you know, it's also tough on the players, you know, when you're playing back-to-back days. To have a super tie break, it's dramatic as well. I think it's great for the fans watching here, great for the fans watching at home, which makes for much more entertaining.
So the question is, something we've always said is, obviously logic would say that Delphi and Tamara are taking the momentum into this super tie break, but we've seen so many 180-degree turnarounds. Who knows?
Oh, great switch there from Delphi. Brea.
Will Marta and Ari rediscover their mojo?
Great volley. Now, Ari Sanchez just kicks out, not, you know, venting anger, but just a little to the side. Hands on hips.
I'm not very happy.
Not happy.
What's going on here?
Yeah, what you want now is another chance to hit the ball and win a point. Straight away wants to get involved. Wants to put that point behind her and win a point.
Just clips the net.
That's a really good lob. Was trying to get forward, Tamara, and couldn't there. Was trying to get forward, Tamara, and then was caught out by a wonderful Ari Sanchez shot.
2-1. Ari to serve.
Now she's smiling. Moments ago, woof, she was angry. World number 1, Ari Sanchez.
You won't like me when I'm angry. That's a cracking lob. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, attacking Tamara a lot in this tie-break. And then they switch it quickly to Delphi, who wasn't ready, because she was so used to looking to her left, looking to her left, looking to her left, and the ball was fired straight at her. Not alert. We have a break in the tie-break.
3-1 now for Talavan and Ari Sanchez. Got herself in a knot there. Well, they put her in a knot there in the corner.
I think regardless of what happens in this match, I still see it going to a mixed doubles. I think whoever wins this, the other team will win the next match, and we will be here enjoying mixed doubles.
You really want to see a mixed doubles? I think
we've only seen one.
I think we'll get one. I think we'll get one in the final, and maybe the two semis. Definitely.
Wow.
This is very much in the balance.
That'll be a great end to this, the Cities Cup.
Would be fitting, I think.
Well, fitting because it's the only tournament to have this format. So for it to be decided on a mixed doubles, that's how Houston Volts qualified. Not because they played, but two other teams played mixed doubles, and Cancun lost and missed out, and Volts qualified for this event.
Oh, once again, nasty bounce there, well placed into the side, 5-2.
There's a big group of Miami supporters. I'm sure that'll be much bigger on Friday.
That's a nice lob again. That's a cracking shot from Ari.
Good recovery. Spotted it. Tamara Icardo. Not enough power.
Oi, Delphi, 6-2. Bats the ball away.
Bit of roller coaster. Final group game here at the Dougal Greenhouse between these two really strong teams. Two teams through to the semi-final.
You watch, she bats that one away, doesn't she?
Now they look so alive, Talavan and Ali Sanchez. They didn't in the second set.
It's just amazing how it can swing one way
and the other.
And now back again. Still not over. We've seen a couple of super tie breaks when you think that's just about done.
We've seen players lose a super tie break when 5-1 ahead. Okay, there's a start. Now try and get back-to-back points.
Lovely shot there, right down, powerful. Chiquita down to feet.
Yes.
Couldn't dig it out, 8-3.
Okay, so 5 points down.
She wins this point, it's match points. Oh.
Brilliant. Oh, what a shame. Just too long. Well, they've got to swap ends briefly, it seems. 9-3 Talavan and Adi Sanchez ahead in the super tie break. Doing our maths here to see how many match points they have. Looking at how...
6.
Yeah, looking at how the bench are celebrating, they don't want to play Flow Rider Goats, do they? In the semi-final.
No, I think they probably want a Florida derby.
Oh, what a vicious shot to win the match. That was my chancletazo. There you go. That's a chancletazo. That swipe, backhand side.
Big smile from Ari, big kiss for Delphi. Tell you what, we've had 6-1, 1-6, 10-3. Do you know how long it's taken? 1 hour and 9 minutes. That actually tells us we haven't had a massive amount of points in the game, in the match.
Or long, long rallies. Oh, big celebrations over in front of those Miami fans, Miami bench.
But how did they recover from that second set? Because they did look a bit out for the count.
They looked dead and buried in that second set. Body language, it just wasn't the same way that Brea and Icardo did in the first set. You got to reset. Second set they did. I'm sure the trainer said, okay, it's a tie break. Again, we start clean slate.
Yep.
And 10-3, they were brilliant. They completely silenced their opponents.
Okay, we're going to have a look at our smash of the match, brought to you as always by Adidas, and it's, well, I know who it's by.
Now in this game, there weren't that many lobs that you could bury. And there's the one. Delphi Brea hitting the winner. But it was a game of very few smashes, so that's the best smash. Congratulations, Delphi Brea. Disappointed, no doubt, that they've lost this, not tie, just the match, this match. But of course, potentially, they could still do good and qualify as leaders. What's coming up later is the men's doubles, Paul.
Well, yeah, let's see. And another one that's really tough to call, isn't it, Eric? I mean, we've got Lucas Campagnolo and Fede Cingotto against Gustapia and John Santic. Could be down to who makes the fewest mistakes. But first of all, it's our man. He's changed his glasses again. Julian.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing, incredible match. It was a thriller. I mean, winning the first set easily, and then New York came back strong, and pulling out that last set tiebreak was truly spectacular for the Miami Padel Club. Marta, what were your thoughts on the tiebreak when you guys, after losing the first set, the second set?
Pues bueno, estaba pensando en que quería darle la victoria al equipo. Es verdad que el segundo set había jugado realmente mal porque creo que las contrarias lo habían hecho mucho mejor y estaba muy nerviosa, pero bueno, me he apoyado en Ari, en el equipo, y creo que le hemos podido dar la vuelta.
I was a bit nervous on the tiebreak after losing the second set, and I was trying to, you know, bring up Ari to pull out the final victory. Ari, amazing tiebreak. You guys played flawlessly. What was the strategy after losing the first set?
Nada, creo que en el segundo set yo no lo he luchado poco, he ayudado muy poco a Marta, así que felicitarla porque creo que ha aguantado muy bien de cabeza. El tiebreak ha estado muy valiente, y nada, yo creo que la clave ha sido volver a luchar, a tener ganas de ganar, a dar la victoria al equipo. Creo que hemos hecho un super tiebreak muy bueno y nada, felices de estar mañana en semifinales. And thank you everybody for coming, and I'm very happy to be here in New York.
You know, in the second set, I didn't play my best, and I tried to, fall into Marta's strategy. And on the third set, I was able to really, pull it out and bring the team together and come out with the victory. Guys, let's put it together. Let's go Miami Padel Club! Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for these two amazing paddle players. No.
We bet you enjoy these highlights without us talking over them, because, you know, you've been listening to us go on since 9 in the morning. If you've been there as long as we have, congratulations, because, I mean, it's been entertaining putting up with Paul and myself, but stay with us because we do have more paddle coming up. I mean, this was a cracking game. It was a strange one, as you can see. 1-6-6-1. Went to a super tie break, and that is some winner. That is my chancla dato. If you're ever wondering what it is, thank you very much. There are the stats, just 5 points difference between the two.
What I was saying, Eric, 3 sets, or 6-1, 1-6, 6-3, 3-10, with less than 100 points played overall.
Yeah, there were, I mean, a lot of games won to love. I mean, it was cracking. Don't go too far away, though. Be back, please. Get a cup of tea, get a coffee. Next up, the men's doubles.